Welcome into this week's mirror message. I'm Patty. I'm an intuitive, a psychic healer, and a reader, here to read you a message for your twin flame journey that is in separation or challenge. If you haven't been on the channel before, welcome to all the new people. I'm so glad that you found the channel. Be sure you are tapping into your internal guidance whenever you're watching a collective reading. You only want to take into yourself stories that fit your story, okay? Don't ever force it to fit. Always follow that intuition. And to my subscribers that are returning, I love you guys and I am so glad you're back. I hope all the new people decide to become part of the family here. All right, so if you haven't been in a mirror message specifically before, it's the he said, she said spread between divine masculine and divine feminine. Let me adjust the camera a little bit there. There we go. So we look at headspace, heart space, and what's going on in the 3D world for both parties, divine masculine and divine feminine. All right, let's see what we've got. Brand new decks here today, 2 of them. This one, I don't even have the names memorized yet. It's so new. This one is the Tarot of Curious Creatures. It is so interesting. Everything is some kind of an animal, and a lot of them are animal-human hybrids. I fell in love with this deck when I saw it. And then we're going to clarify with the Chrysalis Tarot, which is just a stunningly beautiful deck. I'll pull them all close so you can see them. And the backs are really pretty too. This one really reminds me of... I think it has to be the same author as the Light Seers Tarot. It's really got the same diamond pattern. And then as well as the Muse Tarot, I'm fairly sure they're all by the same person, which would be Chris Ann. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle these. I haven't even shuffled them yet. These are both brand new. I've used this one time for a personal reading, and this one's never been used. Virgin deck here. So, I love breaking in a deck because I always feel like there's a purpose for it. When I used this one the other day for a personal, there were cards in there that were so specific to the person that it was really, really, really interesting. Like there couldn't have been anything more personal in there. It was really cool. So we'll see what comes out with this one. We get a little more shuffling done. While I'm shuffling, I'm going to call on spirits, angels, guides, ancestors, protectors. Thank you for being here with me today and always. Help me be a clear and accurate channel for the watchers of this video. Let all the messages that come out be for the highest good of all parties involved. Grounding. Protecting. Archangel Michael, surround me with your protection as I surround myself with a bubble of white light protection. Okay. All right. Couple more here. This deck is just a little bit stiff. The cardstock is a little bit different than I'm used to. It's not as shiny as some of them. Not as slick. It's like a little more matte, which is sometimes a good thing, but... All right, to start off, we're looking at Divine Masculine's headspace. What's Divine Masculine thinking about right now? What is he thinking about? 7 of Swords. I'll pull them up as I draw them. Here's the 7 of Swords in this deck. It's an ostrich, a sneaky ostrich, and he's got a bird in a cage, and he's like trying to make off with the bird. 2 swords in the hand, 5 in the air up there. And the birds are kind of alighting on the other swords. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Divine Masculine's heart space. Let's get a card from this deck for the Divine Masculine's heart space. How's he feeling right now? How's he feeling right now? Twin flames and separation or challenge. Separation. King of Pentacles, okay. And that is, sorry, I get into the cards and I forget what I'm doing. That is this, it's like a beaver guy guiding a horse. And he's like not on the horse, so that's kind of interesting. The pentacles in the hand. Very human beaver hybrid there. I'm not going to let my dirty mind take over this reading. Okay. Not happening. Not happening. What's happening in Divine Masculine's 3D world? His actual tangible world around him. What's going on? Knight of Cups. And then we have the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. With that, I'm going to take all of it. What's going on in Divine Feminine's headspace? What's she thinking? What's Divine Feminine thinking at this time? Now, this is for when you're watching the reading, not necessarily when I pull it. Some people watch it right after I pull it. You could watch it a year or two later, you know, or longer. It doesn't matter. The energy is for you when you find it. Time and energy are fluid that way. You're not going to click on it until it's right for you, if it resonates with you. Divine Feminine's headspace, Page of Pentacles, the World, and the Fool 2.0. The interesting thing about this deck is there's 2 Fool cards. It's the only extra card in the deck, and there is a Fool 2.0, like second time around. It's interesting. I'm going to move my clarifying deck over here. All right. Divine Feminine's heart space. How's she feeling? How's Divine Feminine feeling? Queen of Pentacles. Nice energy. Oh, I'm not showing you. Hold on. I'm really getting sidetracked. When I read, I get really into the cards. So here's the Knight of Cups for Divine Masculine's 3D world. It's like a frog in a suit on a white horse, which white horse is very Divine Masculine to me. Two of Pentacles is like it's a goose in an old-fashioned suit. Yeah. And then the the Page of Wands is a zebra lady with the zebra stockings, which I like. Okay. And then in Divine Feminine's headspace, the Page of Pentacles, it's not a lemur. It's like we have a lemur in a different card in this deck. I don't know what you call this thing. It looks a lot like a lemur, but it's got those big gold eyes. It's like kind of paranoid looking. The Page of Pentacles, and it's a feminine energy. And then the World is like this Zen fox. Check him out. Or her or them. Check them out. Okay. And then the Fool 2.0 is this, it's a... What kind of dog is this? I'm not sure what kind of dog it is. But it's a dog that is a woman jumping, almost looks like she's diving off a diving board, but that's actually a cliff. Okay. And then the Queen of Pentacles is like a steer in a beautiful dress. Well, that's kind of interesting. Got the horns there, taking that. Maybe it's a bull. Very like gender fluid cards where you have a lot of masculine things combined with feminine things. Okay, Divine Feminine's 3D world. What's going on in Divine Feminine's 3D world? Divine Feminine's 3D world. What's happening? Twin flame connection, separation challenge, divine. Okay. 4 of Cups. And it's a bunny with the stripy stockings. What's funny is I just ordered some stockings, like tights though, not like knee highs, that are a lot like that, but they're black and red, but I just got them in the mail yesterday to go with my Halloween costume, because, you know, it's August and we need to be thinking about Halloween now. Okay, oh, and this just flipped. We had the Queen of Cups reversed with the 4 of Cups. That's interesting energy for Divine Feminine. Okay, so the bottom of the deck on this first deck is always Divine Masculine's energy for me, and I've got the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. This could be a brand new collective that we're reading from. I set an intention about twin flames the other day, and it could have reset us. I don't know. So we may be in a different energy that we've been in for like 2 years. All right. Oh, and the Hierophant is this llama. This one's a trip. Oh, there's 2. Okay, no, it's the bottom of the deck. There's not 2. I do have the deck upside down. I'm going to flip it around because I had the whole deck upside down, and that's not intentional. The Hierophant is a llama in a jazzercise outfit sitting on an old-fashioned radio. And I say jazzercise outfit because that looks exactly like what someone would have worn in like 1987. Yeah, so that's our Hierophant. And I'm going to say it's upright because I flipped the whole deck upside down. Didn't mean to. All right. We're going to clarify with the Chrysalis Tarot. Isn't this beautiful? Look at the back of the deck. So pretty. Okay. Clarify Divine Masculine's headspace with the 7 of Swords. We've got the 8 of Stones, which is 8 of Pentacles. And it looks like Stonehenge. It's interesting. I haven't pulled this card yet. Clarify. Okay. That's too many. Clarify Divine Masculine's heart space with this Knight of Pentacles. Clarify Divine Masculine's heart space with this Knight of Pentacles. Getting interesting messages. This will be fun to read. Okay, clarify the Knight of Pentacles, Divine Masculine's heart, how he's feeling. Wow, this is interesting energy. I'm glad I got this deck, both of these decks. This is really fresh energy. We got the Pilgrim, which is the Page of Swords, Page of Swords. This deck is all kind of alternative suit names. So scrolls are swords, stones are pentacles, and spirals are wands. We're also going to get the 4 of Scrolls, the 4 of Swords for Divine Masculine's heart space. Okay. Clarify Divine Feminine's heart space for me. I think we have enough in the head space. Clarify the heart space. This Queen of Pentacles. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Why is that in Divine Feminine's heart space? Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm excited about this reading. The 7 of Mirrors. Mirrors are cups. And what's interesting is that the mirrors are very twin flame energy for me. And mirror is very personal for the twin flame journey for me. So whenever I see a mirror in tarot somewhere, it's a kind of a twin flame symbol for me. So we got the 7 of Mirrors. And I did not know what this alternative suits were in this deck before I bought it. I had no idea. I just fell in love literally with the back cover of the deck and bought it. Okay. Clarify again the Queen of Pentacles here in Divine Feminine's heart space with the 7 of Mirrors already there. The 3 of Stones. So the 3 of Pentacles. Again, a very Stonehenge kind of little 3-stone. I wanted to say erection, but I didn't, and then I did. 3-stone, like little building, you know, where you put stones together. I don't know what you call those. I don't know what you call those. All right. Before I get more trouble. Clarify Divine Feminine's 3D world that the 4 of Cups is here for. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. And we got the 2 of Scrolls in reverse. So 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Why do I have a hole here? Because I stopped. Do we want one for that? Or should it should be from another deck? That's what it is. What deck are we using? Okay, I'm going to clarify this in a second, but the bottom of the deck energy for the Divine Feminine is Temperance, which is this beautiful sunflower. Okay, what deck are we getting this card from? What do we need to clarify Divine Masculine's headspace? There's something very particular from another space. I'm going to use... I'm really looking at Crystal Visions, so I'm going to use Crystal Visions. It's like popping out at me. Okay, 1 from Crystal Visions to clarify Divine Masculine's headspace. The 7 of Swords. Oh, that came out really easy. The Fool card here, this very specific Fool card, and this one is very different than all the other decks, so that's interesting. Okay. All right, set that aside. Let's look and see what we have here. Let's look at overall energy. This Hierophant, this llama in the bodysuit, like the jazzercise outfit, kills me. It's also wearing high heels, so it's that slutty 80s like phase that the world went through. Leg warmers, high heels, and these leotard, and then it's got keys around its neck. There's 2 like big keys around this llama's neck with a Hierophant. Lovers underneath that. I was really looking at that. 3 of Swords. 6 of Swords below that. The Lovers are lovebirds. And then the 3 of Swords is this like, I don't know what that is. It's an emu looking thing. Ostrich looking thing. But there's another ostrich in this deck, so I don't really know if it's an ostrich. But there is an egg there, so maybe it is. Maybe it is. We just have 2 ostriches. All right. There's a couple animals that repeat in this deck for interest. There has to be a reason for it. I'm going to have to study it to figure it out. All right. Overall energy here with the Hierophant. What is that song? I'm hearing a song in my head. Is it Jason Mraz? It goes, we can work to work it out. Work it out. No, I think it's Michael Bublé. I can't think of all the words, or I just sing like a bar of it, but hold on. Just haven't met you yet. Just haven't met you yet. Just haven't met you yet. Can work to work it out. Okay. There's something about working things out with this Hierophant, and the overall energy, 3 of Swords, and the Lovers. Like, the overall energy for Divine Masculine is that he wants to work out the heartbreak. He wants to clear it. You know, with it being an ostrich, that really denotes like putting your head in the sand. Like, I didn't want to look at it for a long time. I know that there was pain here. I know it caused pain. I know that we were involved in pain. And I know the Divine Feminine is my lover, right? And I want to work it out now. I don't want to put my head in the sand anymore. Now I want to work it out. That's what I'm getting. There's this energy of wanting to work things out. The 6 of Swords beneath that. The 6 of Swords. This is funny. So the 6 of Swords is this rabbit sitting on a suitcase. It's a feminine energy, like in a thinker pose, like, oh my God, this is taking so long. And then there's this turtle on this path toward the 6 of Swords. It's like the Divine Masculine is the slowest creature on the planet, which is really funny to me. And here's this feminine energy, like waiting. Okay, you made it another inch. Waiting. And there's a really long path ahead of this turtle. So this feminine's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. 5 of Wands under that. The 5 of Wands is 2 hyenas, but it's a red hyena. a hyena dressed in red and a hyena dressed in blue, but it's the same animal fighting itself. So this is the divine masculine internal battle, and the slowness and the heartbreak, but knowing that divine feminine is the lover, that is the one that they choose, and now wanting to work this out. So after some heavily slow energy, let's look at divine masculine's headspace after that. Seven of Swords. Here's the other ostrich. Here is the other ostrich. I told you there was 2 ostriches in the deck. It's here. So we had it in the overall energy in that 3 of Swords card. Here's one ostrich with the swords through the egg, and an egg is like potential, right? So it's like the divine masculine stabbed the potential for this relationship several times and then stuck his head in the sand, like it didn't want to look at the mess I made, right? And then we have in the overall headspace for divine masculine the 7 of Swords, which is this ostrich that was like sneaking away with the information. So here's a 2 of Swords here. Not really making a clear decision here. The divine masculine was not making a clear decision here. It's like he did something to the potential for this connection with that 3 of Swords through the egg, through the potential. And then he kind of snuck off with the bird here, and it makes me feel like ghosting. Like he snuck off, put his head in the sand, and took the clarity with him with that bird in the cage. Like, I'm not actually even going to tell you. Not even going to tell you what happened. I'm just going. So he's really thinking about what he did and like how he's been avoidant. It's an avoidant energy with the ostrich and the head in the sand. And sneaking off with all the information. Like, I'm not even going to give you information. I'm gonna keep myself to myself, and this is being the energy. But there's an epiphany here. There's an epiphany here with the Lovers, the 3 of Swords, and the Hierophant. This working it out card. I'm telling you. And this llama has like a little branch in their hand. It feels almost like an olive branch energy. Like, I feel like I need to put the olive branch out there. Like, I need to extend something to work it out. So there's a feeling of the divine masculine, like understanding that they've been like hiding from the truth of something and hiding from the truth of the connection. And not wanting to communicate, period, with us taking the bird away. Birds are mental clarity to me, and birds are communication, and birds are messages coming in. And he locked it up in a cage and took off with it and stuck his head in the sand. That's what I'm seeing. Clarified by the 8 of Stones and the Fool. So clarifying this thought process going through the divine masculine's head about like what I've been doing. What have I'm hearing? What have I been doing? This whole time, oh my God, what have I been doing? I locked down communication. I'm not talking to my person. There's a circus tent in the background. Way in the background, he's walking away from it, and the circus is like fun to me. So I'm walking away from the fun of this person and the fun of the connection and all the good, happy stuff, to go stick my head in the sand. With the 8 of Stones here, this feels like Stonehenge to me. And so regardless of the meaning of the 8 of Pentacles, which is 8 of Pentacles is putting in work, I genuinely feel like this card really is about spiritual awakening, because this is such a spiritual place. This is an ancient place of communicating, with the other side, basically. It's a place of worship. It's a place of where people understood and relished the fact that there's more than you can see. And the Fool here, this particular Fool that we got from the other deck, this Fool is all about transformation for me, and transformation leading to a new beginning, wanting to a new beginning. So I feel like there has been some kind of spiritual awakening for this masculine that's making him really look at his behavior, toward the divine feminine and toward the connection and wanting a new beginning, wanting to work it out is the energy that I'm getting. I just dropped a card on the floor. Hold on one second. I gotta get it. I'm gonna shake the camera, sorry. Alright, put that back there. Oh wait, this is reversed. Two of Scrolls reversed. Two of Swords reversed. I know why it dropped. Okay, so in Divine, we'll get over to Divine Feminine pretty soon, but the Two of Scrolls in reverse fell off the table while I was talking about this. He's got the Two of Swords in his hand there. And it's like a mirroring energy, corner to corner on the table. We've got the Two of Swords here and the Two of Swords in his hand here. I'm going to refer back to this card when I'm reading Divine Feminine. There's going to be something there, but Divine Feminine's 3D world is what this is clarifying over here. And it's almost a feeling of Divine Masculine thinking right now about Divine Feminine's 3D world and the decision that was not made. There's a decision that he did not make. Or it could be that a decision that the Divine Feminine is clearly making now. We'll find out when we get there. Interesting. With the Knight of Pentacles in Divine Feminine's heart space, Divine Masculine's heart space. We're not to Divine Feminine yet. Don't jump the gun. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles is that really well-meaning energy. Like, I want to do it right. But the guy isn't even on the horse. I mean, in the heart space, this Divine Masculine is reflecting upon the fact that he hasn't even been on the horse. I mean, not that he's just walking the horse down the road slowly, but he's like leading the horse when he could be riding. You know, a beaver isn't very heavy. Horse could carry that, but I mean, there's just almost this hoarding of the pentacle feeling with this particular Knight of Pentacles. Look at the little pentacle in his hand that's like bare. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. Look at the little pentacle in his hand down there that's kind of buried under his hand. It's only half showing. And there's this feeling of this Divine Masculine has been hoarding the Ace of Pentacles, like not ready to give it or not willing to give it. He's been very stubborn and very slow in this journey. I mean, that refers back to the turtle card, right, that we saw, you know, the really slow energy. Clarifying this reflection that the Divine Masculine is going through right now, like, what have I been, I keep hearing, what have I done? What have I been doing? What have I done? What have I been doing? Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles here, we've got the Page of Scrolls, which is your Page of Swords, and the Four of Scrolls, which is the Four of Swords. So a page here is all about, Page of Swords, you know, it's all about kind of watching, waiting energy, not really taking any action, just hanging back and watching. And, you know, this particular Page of Scrolls, they're getting ready to go on a journey. So this person that's just kind of been watching and waiting, they're kind of ready to go on a journey. And look at what's in the background of that card. It's the llama from the Hierophant, which is interesting. It's like, okay, I'm going to work it out. I'm going on a journey to work it out. I don't want to be off my horse anymore. And then the Four of Swords here too. Again, Four of Scrolls is that resting energy. Like, I've been sleeping on this. I want to clarify that. With Temperance. Illumination and lessons learned here. I mean, Temperance is all about patience. It's all about karma coming around. It's all about healing. So there is a facet here. One of the reasons the Divine Masculine has been slow is because he's been healing. He's been on a healing journey. But with Temperance here, this is a very positive card. This is telling me that he's getting balanced out, which is beautiful. And I feel like he wants to get up on that horse now. He wants to go on this journey. I mean, this wanting to work it out energy is right in the Page of Swords, that watching and waiting card. It's like, you know, I don't want to watch and wait anymore. I've got all my bags packed on my back. I got my walking stick. I got my lantern. Let's go. And the lantern really makes me feel like hermit energy. But this person is taking off on a journey. They're not going within. So it's like, I did my going within with the Four of Swords here. I did my resting. I did my healing. And now it's time to go on the journey. It's time to go work it out. That's what I'm feeling. Strength. Yeah, he's been gathering strength. Real simple, straightforward. This doesn't need a lot of explanation. Divine Masculine here has been gathering strength. What's happening in Divine Masculine's 3D world? Well, this is not a surprise with the Knight of Cups and the overall energy. Here he is on the horse, finally, not off the horse, but actually on the horse, going to give a love offer. And a frog is really significant here because a frog leaps. So that really connects to the Fool energy here in the headspace. The frog takes the leap, right? That's all they do, is they leap. And so here's Divine Masculine in the 3D world getting ready to take a leap. Actually moving. This horse is moving, and it's not slow. Clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I mean, he's still balancing out like what the action will take, because the Page of Wands communicates about action, right? I'm going to take some action, but they're also not the most like ready energy. It's not like the most ready energy. So it's wanting to do it here, but still kind of like in the 3D world, it's trying to balance, right, with the Two of Pentacles, trying to balance tangible things too with these giant pentacles. So there could be, and he's standing on an egg here too, balancing on an egg, trying not to hurt the egg. Trying not to hurt the egg, because in the Three of Swords, he's trying not to crush the potential of this connection like he did before with those three swords through the egg. So I see him here balancing the tangible things in his life so he can go and take this leap. And the Page of Wands is like wanting to communicate about this action that he's taking. But you know, there's this gecko on the lizard's, the zebra's hand. There's like a lizard or a gecko on the zebra's hand, which means this feels like there's something in the Divine Masculine's life that keeps like popping up, that he has to deal with. Like maybe something that kind of crawls out from a rock, you know? But there's something the Divine Masculine has to deal with to take this action. There's someone or something, some situation or someone around the Divine Masculine. They still have to, it's like it's still in his hand. And I think it might be the other pentacle here. I think the Two Pentacles that he's balancing here are maybe another person and financial situation or something like that, while trying to keep balance and not crush this connection, the potential of this connection. This is a really interesting reading. I see this is all about Divine Masculine reflecting on things he did that he wish he hadn't, on healing, and I'm getting ready to come forward and really take a leap here when he feels completely balanced. And I feel like he's doing it like this Two of Pentacles guy, this goose, with the Two Pentacles that he's balancing. If I can get this card off the table, please. With this Two of Pentacles, I mean, he's actually doing a pretty darn good job of balancing that. He doesn't look like he's going to fall over. It doesn't look easy, but he's actually doing it. So, and this is, clarifying the 3D world. So I feel like he's getting his crap together. He's like getting more balanced than he's been before, and really making this connection pivotal. Pivotal is the word. Standing on, it's like the crux of everything. This connection is the crux of everything for this Divine Masculine right now. And he's trying to balance everything out so he doesn't lose this connection. So he doesn't fuck it up. That's what I'm seeing. I feel so blunt today. I'm sorry. I don't know what's up. All right. Look at Divine Feminine's overall energy, Temperance. So we have Temperance on both sides, which is really nice. We had Temperance in the heart space for Divine Masculine and Temperance in the overall energy for Divine Feminine. This Temperance is this gorgeous sunflower card. Butterflies around. Cups, fish, abundance, love. Really nice energy. Temperance is tempered energy, divine feminine. You're learning to balance your energies, which is really good. And it's a very happy energy. It's almost like a sun card here. So it's a sun card, but extremely balanced, extremely well balanced. So divine feminine is in great energy. Underneath that, we've got the Ace of Mirrors, which is the Ace of Cups, more cups energy. Really feeling that cup with self-love is what I'm feeling. The divine feminine feels a lot of love for the divine masculine as well because of the mirror there, that mirrored energy, but is very balanced about it. There's no push-pull here. It's very, very positive, very light, very happy. And underneath that that's interesting, is the Five of Spirals, which is the Five of Wands. God, look at that card. Look at the juxtaposition of the other two cards with the Five of Wands there. All this happy energy, but there's something going on in the overall energy for divine feminine that she's just like winning over right now. Some kind of inner conflict, I feel. It's almost like dropping bombs. It's like something going on for the divine feminine where she's balancing herself out, but there's something she's done or said that has maybe caused conflict somewhere. What's under that? Six of Spirals. Six of Wands. But whatever she did, there's a protective energy. I feel like divine feminine has done something to protect herself. Protect her happiness, protect her abundance, even to protect her love for the divine masculine. There's a very heavy energy underlying here, but it leads to the Six of Spirals, which is the Six of Wands. It leads to some sort of victory here. I feel like there was a heavy truth told, or there was a heavy situation that came up where the divine feminine was just like, I am going to speak my truth because these spirals are coming out of the dragon's mouth. Like, I am going to put it all out there on the line. I am speaking my truth. And through doing that, through being balanced, through keeping love for the divine masculine, even though this is happening, it could be that this divine feminine kind of had it out with the divine masculine. Sorry, I'm just bumping things around here. But whatever happened here for this divine feminine, whatever she said, because I really feel like it's something she said with those things coming out of the mouth, all those like wands coming out of the mouth, led to victory here for this divine feminine. I mean, she did what she needed to do to keep her peace and keep her balance. That's what I'm seeing here. Ten of Stones below that, which is Ten of Pentacles here. It really brought stability to this divine feminine. I mean, there's this kind of wise crone type person here in this card, and she's just clutching all those crystals. The crystals are stones in this deck, and in this deck, once you get to the Ten of Stones, the stones turn into crystals. So there's this beauty to the stability. There's this high vibration to the stability. There's this love with the stability. It's really nice energy. Whatever divine feminine has done recently, whatever truth that she has told, wherever she has told it, it's brought her balance in a really beautiful way. It's really nice. I feel like, yeah, it just feels like balance. Got a very yin-yang energy here, like this is something that needed to happen. So, divine feminine's headspace, we got the Page of Pentacles. This is really focusing on self-stability. I feel like we've got this lemur type creature, very highly alert type creature, really looking at the stability, looking at this pentacle. And there are all these pentacles at the, hold on, let me look. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pentacles at the bottom. That's interesting. I've never seen that many pentacles in a card in tarot before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 more pentacles. So there's 12 in all in this card. If you count the one at the top, there's 13. And on her belt, there's 14. So we got 10 of Pentacles, and we got 4 of Pentacles all wrapped up in one card. 10 of Pentacles is what we had in the bottom of the energy here, this 10 of Stones. That's that feeling of just perfect stability for Divine Feminine. And then here, we've got 10 of Pentacles plus the 4 of Pentacles, which makes me feel like stability, yes. Feeling like I am grounded, completely grounded, but then 4 of Pentacles on top of that. So I'm hanging on to my groundedness. I'm not letting go of it. I'm hanging on to my groundedness. And I'm showing the world too. One of the pentacles is on her belt here. So she's going to be walking around with this pentacle on her belt like, look, I am really stable. And it's just shows naturally on this Divine Feminine. Look where I've gotten. Think Divine Feminine. If you're a Divine Feminine, think where you were a year or two ago. I don't know, however long your separation was, but just think back time to how unstable you felt in separation, and how much you've grown. Amazing progress. Clarifying that is the World and the Fool. This Divine Feminine has wrapped up a huge cycle, and is feeling very zen about it. Like, I did it. It's a success feeling, and I feel at peace with the wrapping up of the cycle, which is really nice. And then the Fool, like, ready to go. Fool 2.0 too. Like, I've taken leaps of faith before, but now I'm super prepared with Fool 2.0. I am ready to go. Good to go. You guys see Contact with Jodie Foster? She's in the little machine thing. If you don't know it, you won't understand the reference. But she's like, good to go, over and over again. And I'm hearing that sequence from that movie. Heart space for Divine Feminine. Queen of Pentacles. Again, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, but this page is a 10 and a 4. It's not just a 1. It's not just a student here. I don't get that with this card. All about feeling grounded and, loving and giving and generous. And I mean, the Queen of Pentacles in the heart space is wifey material. Divine Feminine is feeling like wifey material. Okay, with the 7 of Cups here, there is something, and it's right in the middle of Divine Feminine spread, so I want to talk about that. This 7 of Mirrors, get this one up. It's so hard to get the cards off this slick surface. Okay, sorry. All right, I'm going to do it this way. The 7 of Mirrors here, the big mirror in the background is cracked. But there's all these mirrors around, and 7 of Cups is about, things being kind of up in the air, having a lot of options, but the big option has cracked here. The big option has cracked. The 3 of Stones, the 3 of Pentacles here. It's a foundational crack. The 3 of Stones is all about making a foundation. And the 3 owls in the 3 of Stones here, the wisdom that comes from that. There's been some kind of foundational crack. And the mirror is twin flame for me. So in the twin flame connection, something has cracked or crumbled. Something has fallen away in the twin flame connection. That's changed the main option. So I feel like Divine Feminine, through something in her overall energy, whatever truth she told, it cracked open the old cycle here with the world here. It ended, it wrapped up a cycle. Whatever truth she told, it wrapped up a cycle, and it cracked the way that she was looking at her twin flame as the only option, is what I'm seeing here, because there's all these other mirrors around. Other mirrors could be other soulmate energies. There's almost this feeling of Divine Feminine understanding that if what's been broken isn't fixed, there are other healthy, whole options out there. And the Divine Feminine, because of this, is feeling very, very grounded and very eligible, very ready to become part of a partnership, I feel. And it might not be with Divine Masculine. Even though we see movement over here with Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine is leaping forward too. Away. Leaping away. Four of Cups here in the Divine Feminine's world. And it's this rabbit with the stripy socks. It's a bunny. What's interesting here is there's a pause. I feel her wrapping up the cycle. I feel her with the Fool 2.0 leaping away into her future, understanding that the one person that she thought was her only, the big option for her, that relationship has been cracked and it has not been repaired. It's just staying cracked. No effort to repair it. It's just staying up on the wall cracked. But with this rabbit sitting here like in a contemplative pose, you know, rabbits are known for leaping away, you know, that running, rabbits run. And they're quick. They hop up and they just take off. And there is this feeling, because she's the rabbit in the picture is kind of looking over toward the 3 empty cups, and there's this other, you know, cup being offered by this gray paw on the other side here. You know, as you would see in the 4 of Cups. There's this like moment of contemplation. Am I going to leap away? What, you know, I'm going to put on my shades here in this card. Sorry to show you. See, like, sunglasses on top of the cup, and the cup that's being offered that she's not looking at it. And then here's the 3 cups here. There's this moment of contemplation before she puts on her shades and shakes the tail feather out, you know. Clarified by the Queen of Cups in reverse. And the 2 of Scrolls in reverse. Well, I mean, the two of Scrolls, you know, the 2 of Swords is, I'm sorry, yes, 2 of Swords, sorry. I get the swords and the spirals mixed up. To me, a scroll is a spiral, so it's confusing. But anyway, scrolls are swords. So 2 of Swords is really about not listening to your intuition. It's like needing to make a decision. Hold on, I gotta get it to refocus here. Come back. Hello. Sorry. Just trying to... The autofocus on these cameras can be really annoying. All right. Let's just keep going. The 2 of Scrolls upright, the 2 of Swords upright, is all about needing to make a decision, but really not listening to your intuition. Like feeling like you don't have enough information, when really, if you listen to your intuition, you know which way to go. But it's in reverse here. Which makes me feel like Divine Feminine is listening to her intuition. She does have enough information to make a choice. And with the Queen of Cups in reverse here, I mean, I kind of feel like... Let me clarify it. Hold on. Queen of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups again. Seven of Cups here, Seven of Cups here. Oh, okay, hold on. For those divine feminines out there that the divine masculine isn't a third party, Queen of Cups in reverse is someone that is emotionally detached, where there's no love in a situation. And then the Seven of Cups, this Seven of Cups, this dragon is hoarding all the cups, all the options. There is this bit of thought for the divine feminine about why the divine masculine is still holding on to this person that doesn't love him, or there's no love in the relationship. And there's a question, you know, why haven't you made the choice when you actually know in your intuition, divine masculine, what your choice should be, but you just haven't made it, you're not making it. You're just hoarding your options here. That's what I feel like. Divine feminine is just like, I think it's a reality check. And I think it's why she's wrapping up the cycle and coming into the space where she understands that this relationship is broken. Is that this divine masculine is not letting go of the options no matter what. There's this stubborn energy, like, I'm not letting go of my other options no matter what. Even though my intuition tells me I should, I won't. And it's like, it's an energy of, I'm seeing it really clearly here. And it's like a moment to contemplate on why I'm moving forward without you. Why I'm looking at soulmate energy around me, you know, that relationships that are not broken. Because you will not let go of this option. Or these options, whatever they are. If it's not a romantic partner, it's something else that the divine masculine is not letting go of. Where there's no real love in this situation, there's no reason to keep it. It's literally purely stubbornness, purely selfishness. With this dragon, like with the cups, like keeping the cups away, it's really, really unhealthy. Huh. Interesting. Let me get a few oracle cards to end up this reading, okay? I'm going to get a few on divine masculine side and a few on divine feminine side. Sorry it's so blurry. I can't get it to change right now. Tell me just what's happening for divine masculine right now. Intervention. Divine intervention is happening on divine masculine side currently. Saving my pennies. So saving money, like I was saying, with this kind of goose balancing out the tangible world right now. Trying to not crush this connection any further. Align, you know, becoming aligned, becoming balanced. We've got home here. Understanding where his home is or dealing with a home situation. We've got crossroads here, following his intuition at a crossroads in his life currently, and then making a move. So there's so much happening on divine masculine side. There's a lot happening. This divine masculine is not stagnant. There's a lot of realization here and desire for this connection and to work things out. However, divine feminine is leaping forward. I mean, there is this little period of reflection, but it's a short one. Four of Cups. This is not the Hermit. This is not the Hanged Man. This is not the Four of Swords. This is just a little time looking at, I'm really disappointed in the way that things have gone with the options, with not choosing divine feminine. And it's like, I have to move forward with my life. I need to have a life. What's happening with divine feminine right now? Give me a few cards for divine feminine. What do we need to know for divine feminine? I didn't intend to get that many for divine masculine. They literally all came out. Like that. Okay. Okay, what's happening for Divine Feminine? Okay, so we had confusion come out with illumination. So what was confusing for Divine Feminine is now clear. She is awake to what's happened with this third party energy, whatever it is. And then we have the undecided, the unclear, up two minds, not seeing the right path. And let me get a clarifier for that. Tell me why the undecided is here. I keep seeing the drinking card, so for some Divine Feminines, you could be trying to use a little alcohol to get through it. Just be careful. Make sure that you don't end up abusing it. We have loss here, and it's financial loss. So for someone, I'm getting this as a specific, I don't get this for everyone, but for someone, this moving forward in a path away from Divine Masculine is going to be a bit of a financial loss. It's like maybe they were married or something, and Divine Feminine is going it alone because of the options. And it has had a hard time deciding because of that. But I see illumination directly in the middle, so I feel like there is definitely an awakening here about that. I keep seeing the drinking card. So for someone, this is a thing too. Just be careful about the alcohol consumption, that it doesn't take over for you, okay? And that's very specific. And then we're wrapping it up with old stories, which is ancestral patterns and outdated thinking. And I'm really, really getting that. We saw this dragon dropping this bomb, right? You know, speaking the truth and, you know, getting balance because of doing that, and moving forward because of doing that, you know, and holding on to her balance. You know, I really feel like there is a paradigm shift here for the Divine Feminine in which she's getting rid of the broken record kind of behavior where you do the same thing and expect different results. It's like I finally said what I needed to say, and I'm finally moving forward in a way that's healthy for me. For whoever the up in smoke card and the drinking card are for, I genuinely don't think this is for everyone. Sometimes a message comes out for one person that just needs to hear it. You're going to be okay financially. It's going to be scary, but you're going to be okay financially. And just watch the drinking. What's on the bottom of the deck? Commune, yeah, converse with source, you know, really get in there and talk it out and listen to what your guides have to say, what the universe has to say to you. If you don't know how to do that, you know, I say this all the time, talk it out, get somewhere quiet, just on your own, say everything you need to say to the universe, and then get real quiet and just listen to what comes back in, okay? It doesn't have to be some big meditation routine. You can just literally do it that way. Sorry. And then at the bottom of the deck under that was out of depth. And then bright. So you're going to, I feel like Divine Feminine is going from feeling out of depth to being happy. There was a major switch flipped here for this Divine Feminine. I really feel it. Okay. All right. This has been your mirror message. I really hope this has helped you. I hope that you've gleaned something good from this for yourself. If it didn't resonate, that's okay. Maybe the next message next time could just be that there's a piece of the message in here for you, and it could be that you just need to see where these connections can kind of head if you're just starting out in your journey. All right, loves, you take care. Look for a pick a card from me this week. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.